Big homie CC, big homie CC, Diddy, big homie CC, Diddy.
Purse first, bitch. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. What? I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me, pussy nigga, can't get near it, can't get near it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me, broke bitch, can't get near it. I done bossed up. I woke up this morning to a quarter in a soft cup. 86-inch on the walk up with a wall up. 86 beers and a foreign, put your card. That old ass whip sounding like it came from Walmart. Bust a pack with Zig in this bitch, we gon' have a ball. Well, let's see who get the ball first. Passing never ball hard. Baby, I'm a P, you gotta pay to hit my call off. Bought a double C, now she should 98 in the 4-door. Baby, I can't see it, me being with a poor whore. Mini shopping spree on Valentino in Dior store. Money on the floor, so I gotta get it. Naked women on the top floor. While I'm eating chicken, said something I can hear you, cause them funds is sufficient. Running to them rags like a nigga in a scrimmage. Said something I can hear you, cause them funds is sufficient. Middle of the summer, turn this bitch into Christmas. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. What? I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me, pussy nigga, can't get near it, can't get near it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something.
What's the deal? What's the deal? Oh, wait, hold on. Not yet. All right, here we go. What's the deal? What's the deal? Young Chucky, top shooter. What's going on? All money ain't good money. Slow motion better than no motion. My dog running check is free. He's home. Running check is out. So that's a good thing. That's what I'm going to say about that. We about to have a hard tape on the way. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. Y'all know I'm going to be promoting it like no other. That being said, we got a good interview that I missed out on with BH. That's a great thing. Definitely a great thing. Wonderful thing. But he gonna have to. Y'all gonna know the updates of his trial and shit like that. I sent BH the questions for the interview. You feel me? So once we get that together, I'm gonna edit it and drop it. But we about to get to this. Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. That's episode 136. I just dropped a compilation video, non-mainstream media about the Artemis mission and shit. Y'all should go check that out. And I'm gonna start doing deep dives on shit y'all want me to. You feel me? Like one certain topics, whatever specific subject that is. But let's get into it.
Parties, everybody. And like the first part of the party is normal. It's like going down on Woodville. It's normal. But the second part, when they come out collecting the cell phones, and one of the security guys sign right here, that's when things start to get crazy because he'll be in a different part of the building after a while. But it's a lot of stars who you wouldn't suspect sitting on his lap.
How did you meet Diddy? How does a man like you get to work for a man like him?
Oh shit, I didn't know that was the interviewer. Not like that.
I would be bodyguarding somebody else and end up at some of his parties. I've been around him a couple of times. Don't like the guy. The man is a liar.
I heard he cheap. Nah, he been around them a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I went to one of blood parties before. I'm gonna keep it real. In LA. They don't like each other. He didn't work some of his parties for sure.
He's a sexual deviant and he plays with dark magic. The rumors are true. I'm gonna tell you that much.
The Hollywood
Y'all want to watch this or y'all want to watch the Alienated one?
rumors are true.
A lot of things in Hollywood are ritualistic.
Y'all want to watch this or want to watch them talk about aliens? Which one?
For sure. I done been in a celebrity's house working as a bodyguard. I've opened up a closet and he got a goat head like on a stake, candles around it. Why is that in there? What do you got there for?
There have been allegations that Diddy messed up Justin Bieber. He poisoned Jamie Foxx. He got Tupac shot. Any truth in that?
It is. That's the truth.
That's what I want to watch too.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want.
So listen, hey, so do you think, I mean, you tell me about that documentary on the moon. Do you really think that there's stuff on the moon, like the army stuff?
Yeah, I think there's a lot on the moon.
You think, I mean, like there's like, what do you think they're doing up there? Like they're mining or something like that?
They could be mining the moon for helium-3. Who knows?
For what?
Helium-3.
Helium-3. What the fuck is that?
It's a rare earth gas.
Oh,
There's a lot of it on the moon.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Hold on one second. Hold on a second. Hey, good AM, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be.
Alienators mount up.
Alienators mount up.
CS, what's the deal, fool? What's going on, brother?
Here we go.
What? Come on.
If you got Section 8 as a single female, you can't have a man there. The Republicans believe on self-reliance.
It only
They
destroyed
make
it.
generations of lazy people.
But
And then you got single family homes. Black families used to have 14, 15 children. That's their own workforce.
okay, but we got Mormons that are doing that right now.
Mormons have religious laws that protect them. These classified CIA docs came out and they speak about a galactic federation. Psalm 82 in the Bible says, God reigns on a divine council of other gods. You can't monetize a religion if it's other gods.
Why would there be citizens such as J.D. Vance who says that these are not aliens, they're demons? If you are saying that in the Christian Bible, we are able to understand this, why aren't conservative Republicans that you're praising able to have the same acknowledgement?
If you seen what I seen what I seen, believe what I saw, then told me don't look up. if you seen what I seen what I seen, believe what I saw.
Saying that Big Homie is praising some conservatives is a wild statement, bro. That's crazy.
Or come up with his new equations with the flour. Crop circles.
Yeah, studying the diameter.
They never explain nothing about crop circles. Why? Why would they tell you the truth?
Well, they said crop circles was fake.
Crop circles not fake.
Oh,
they showed the dude. They showed the dude out there with his thing, and he going around and
Let me
he
show you
walking
something.
around.
Oh, that's bullshit.
So
They got Aveberry, they got Stonehenge.
Watch this.
They got a lot of places, especially.
I was
Europe.
in London, man. One crop circle was 63 acres wide.
63 acres.
And it happened overnight.
63 acres.
And that same video that he showed of those orbs showed up and the crop circle came up. Now watch this, watch this. I'm sending it to you right now. You think that some guys with boards can do this overnight? Check this out, Larry.
I'm just don't shoot the messages, CC. Damn.
No, but
Because look, check it out. Watch it right here. Watch it right here.
Yeah.
Here it go right now. You got it.
Okay.
That's the same
Y'all been
thing.
talking about some shit. I have no idea what y'all talking about. The only thing I got was when CC was like, niggas returning jewelry. I've been stopped taking jewelry. I say, yo, go pawn that shit. I don't give a fuck what you do. Don't bring it here.
I can name famous rappers. I can name famous rappers right now who paid us thousands to get fake chains back. Why?
Hey, yo, CC, nah, I know you ain't lying because nigga tried to give me a fake watch back and said give it to whoever the person. I said I don't want nothing to do with that shit. It seemed like I was a jewelry magnet for a minute, so I had to tell people to stop trying to give me jewelry back to give to certain people. Some of my homeboys be trying to look out for me.
Let's speak on jewelry.
You know what I mean? They be like, yo, give them the jewelry back and then they owe you a favor.
Possessed.
No, I don't want to do that.
Us as a culture,
I don't want to do that.
the reason is us as a people here don't get respect is because we own the least amount of everything. All of these precious stones and metals come from where? Africa. That white people came from the Caucasus Mountains. There's no gold or diamond mines there. And there was never a shortage on diamonds.
CC, you ain't answer me when you said they was weighing all the gold. The black people, were they stick up kids then?
Hey, bro, we've been robbed since the beginning of the time.
Hey, look, there were stick up kids in Egypt. So Arsenal Rowe actually robbed her own sister. So Cleopatra was her sister that took over, and she had a whole coalition with Julius Caesar because she slept with them in the middle of the night. Her little sister, Arsenal Rowe, came up with 14 different soldiers, and they robbed everybody, and then they took all their gold and the crown.
And what did they praise most in ancient Egypt? Bloodlines. Because where they come from? That's the first alien-human hybrid program.
Facts.
The fucking reptilians been fucking with Africans too.
Came here
thousands of years. They was doing that shit, and they gave languages to fuck up all the Africans. They just made them speaking it. And you can say one thing, in another language, and the next fucking 1,000 miles away, another motherfucker say the same shit, and y'all fight.
Watch what they're in the post right now.
So Taylor, do you have that picture you can put up with the crop circle? Check this out. See, I don't believe that. I don't
That's
believe
real.
That.
In London, they got the Crop Circle Museum. That is real.
I don't believe that. See, they got an alien face up there. Like,
read what it say. Read what it say.
I mean,
beware the bearers of false gifts and their broken promises. Much pain, but still time. Damaged word. There is good out there. We oppose deception. Conduit closing. Bell sound. Everybody who grew up used to grow up hearing bells ringing.
Yeah.
People don't even talk like that.
They don't do that no more. Why? The universe is built on sound, light, and frequency.
Right.
Mm-hmm. In order for certain creatures to keep this holographic form, those...
You said a barber did that? A barber that cuts your hair?
Bells can't go.
Fallen angels? Perhaps. We're going to figure out. Damn sure. The Anunnaki thing, I'm not really rocking with that no more ever since the CIA brought them up. I drop a conspiracy theory compilation every day. Make sure y'all go check them out. I drop one today.
So who
I done infiltrated the Satanic Temple right here in Vegas. And I'll show you right now. I do this shit for real. Watch this.
So you hold on. So let
for sure, you can go research Bell. They have Bell graveyards. There's graveyards of bells for sure. That used to be a part of healing, and also it used to keep the weirdos away. And y'all know what type of weirdos I'm talking about.
Oh, let me go back to some because I want to tell you.
I don't understand.
Sin, I went to Chetaniza in Mexico, and the dude told us, our guide, he said, listen, everything in society that we have today,
They did that in World War II.
they had back then. They had musicians, they had comedians, and they had, military. They had everything. And I said, everything? I said, you had murders. He said, murders in the street, robbers, killers. Everything was still the same. It was just on a different level. Like they couldn't broadcast it everywhere. They had sporting events. So their basketball, they used to take they had a metal ball and pause, and they had a hole in the side of a wall, and each of the kings or whoever sat on opposite sides, and they were literally talking. It would echo, and you could hear them all the way. It would be like 2 football fields away. And on top of that, they played to the death. So they had basketball. They just played to the death. Each team or each warrior, whoever lasted on, he was surviving.
What you mean play basketball to the death? That sounds wild.
That was recent history. Again,
yeah,
you're talking about recent history and all of that evil and shit like that ends up motherfuckers saying, hey, well, if I be the first one to die, I'm gonna be glorified in the afterlife, which basically it might be some truth to that shit. That's what I said the other day. Anything that's considered a lie got some truth. Anything that's supposedly truth has got some lie in it. So we just haven't evolved yet to where we can go and understand what that type of shit that you're talking about, because I'm reading a lot of this ancient history shit, and some of the cultures, I don't know when this happened, they say the first motherfucker that died is glorified as the biggest fucking thing in the afterlife.
In
Fuck
ancient
that.
Rome at the Colosseum, they used to watch.
Shout out to ancient Tartaria. They knew what was going on. They knew what was up with the frequencies and the architecture built off frequencies. For sure. Shout out to Tartaria.
Being fight to the death.
Yeah.
That's
recent history.
You are correct. They said they melted them for resources for the war, but no, that did not happen. Correct.
Yeah, no. That was further back.
Hey, you know something, NY.
Yeah.
And they said, give them bread and entertainment, and they'll believe anything.
There you go.
And that's why we got
so
sports.
The same people who is running this calamity on us now is based off ancient bloodlines.
Reps. Yeah. That's what I said.
Because I just see the most evilest forms of humanity.
I don't even know how
the reason I drink.
Like
I just sent Larry a video.
And I understand that.
I want Larry, watch that video with Larry. I just want y'all to watch it.
Chevy trucks are as dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. They don't need permission to get going. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your cool down.
You have arrived.
Your surprise for mom. And your weekend escape. It's your Equinox with everything on one screen. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
This is what I'm dealing with.
A sacrifice.
Well, he did a satanic ritual to get money.
Right.
I went to a place called West Pecco. He's a Ugandan.
Right.
The Ugandan guys practice cannibalism and demonic rituals to get money.
Exactly.
The shit works.
What are they putting on him? Oh, a head.
You see that?
Yeah. You
see that?
Yeah,
you got to blur that out.
Chop somebody's head off.
Just so y'all know.
Baby.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a young child.
Why do we always see this?
Yeah.
So why is that?
Because it works.
So I'm going to tell you what was there so y'all can. He placed in his lap.
Joe McGonigal, the #1 remote viewer from the CIA, said that 1 million years ago, he remote viewed an area on Mars 1 million years ago. There was an ancient race, tall, they had pyramids, right?
Uh-huh.
Some of them said we had our time, we gonna die here. The others said we gonna go to a nearby planet. They all said we can't figure out how to get out of the simulation.
Wow.
Because all of this shit is all trapped here.
Yep.
And if you knew it was a simulation, and if you praise these deities, they'll give you all of this bullshit.
Yep.
You wouldn't care about eating kids.
That blood.
This is why it matters as a man, especially if you got this color skin.
And the thing about it is, this is what people don't have to.
All right. Who believes in the prison plan theory? Let me know who believes in the prison plan theory. Y'all know I drop a compilation of conspiracy theories and non-mainstream media news every day. Who believes in the prison plan theory? Let me know. Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. It's episode 136.
To understand about the creator. Now, you got a creator wasn't all that benevolent on all respects. You got, because these guys, you create a fucking being like a fucking reptilian. These motherfuckers have to survive. They survive off this shit. Yeah. In order to keep their human form on this planet, the shit is so gross you wouldn't even understand it. And they manipulated the human race for thousands of years to start doing the same old shit. So because they want to make it normal.
So why have sympathy for the devil? Why are there people that
you call him the devil, but God is the devil?
But I'm saying, why do people have sympathy for the devil? If the devil is going to take that blood into his hands and say, it's me.
We got sympathy for the devil. Ro is so literal. I thought I was a literal nigga.
If Baal is going to say it's me, if Moloch is going to say it's me, why are we trying to have any kind of fight to say we need to respect their religions as well? We should say fuck them and cast them out as their citizens.
Oh, for sure. Put it in the air every episode. We're going to share this information. I'm from Cali. It's only right.
That are doing the same shit that they're doing.
Let me tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
You ever heard the slogan, there's three sides to every story?
Yeah.
This side, and the truth?
Mm-hmm.
We never heard his side. Why did he get cast out? He got cast out.
Bigger than God.
He disagreed with him. Who killed more people in the Bible, God or the devil?
The devil has no power to kill anyone. So it's
who
always
killed more people in the Bible?
The devil has never had the power to kill anybody. Who
God killed more people. He killed children.
But I'm saying, who has the devil ever killed? The devil's never killed anyone, so that's always going to be God.
So why wouldn't people want to hear his side of the story?
Because he has no power. Only thing that he can do is whisper into the ears of those and influence them to act on the.
That's not having power? What are you talking about, bro? You sound crazy. Capital K.
Evil that they have within them.
Shout out to the Most High Yahshua.
So if this is something that's being enacted and we're watching that, and you're saying that you don't rebuke those actions, but you want to say that those actions may have come from God because you haven't heard from the devil yet, that's crazy. And I think that you're wiser than that.
Did God murder children? Yes or no?
No.
He didn't?
You got to read your Bible, brother.
I know. So you're talking about the firstborn children?
Well, let me say this. This is how they clean it up. They use the word sacrifice.
Okay.
Ro can still believe what he want to believe, right? But he just we can't deny the facts. You feel me? Just come back with other factual things from the book.
That's what they do.
So what about the Roman Empire that killed 500 young boys before they were born because they were afraid of the birth of Jesus Christ?
Let me tell you why.
Human sacrifice.
But you got to hear the devil out.
Every institution or government is a death cult. All of them. The people in power get rewarded by trading souls and murdering people. This email right here is from the Satanic Temple. Yeah. I went to the meetings. They talk about food like he's some fucking angel. But in the literature, it says that he was.
Yeah.
He got casted out. The truth of the matter is, they can all die. The Igbo speak about a time.
So why hasn't the devil died? I'm just curious to know.
Because the devil is God.
No, but if he can die, why hasn't he died? If he can die, and you got sympathy for the devil, and you don't want to say fuck the devil, you'll say fuck God all the time. Why won't you say fuck the devil?
I definitely say fuck the devil.
It's the same thing. It's the same entity.
But why is it your catchphrase, fuck God? You didn't say fuck the devil.
People always ask me.
I said it though, but you wasn't here.
His ass, bro.
It's this God and the devil is the same thing because the concept.
So say fuck the devil then. Say fuck the devil.
No,
Don't
because
say
God is the devil. Everybody gonna still get tricked.
God say fuck the devil.
Well, that's my
fuck
take.
the devil,
You
man.
ain't gotta believe me, motherfucker. I ain't
Why
God.
can't you say it?
There is
Say
one
fuck the
state.
devil.
There's one state.
Why you can't say fuck the devil if it's the same thing?
Well,
Say fuck the devil.
Because I want
this
you
is why they don't do
motherfuckers
it.
to wake up to where the fuck y'all got.
Sid got a point.
What the fuck? What
why would you say y'all? Why would you say y'all? That don't make sense. Why would you say y'all?
the fuck is your
If that would include you too.
God gonna do about this goddamn devil then?
People don't say fuck the devil
Oh God.
because the scripture says this is his realm. And he can show up in physical form. People always ask me, BH, you ever met the devil? Me and Dugar went on 3 exorcisms.
Yes, he's met the devil.
The reason we went on 3 exorcisms is because we be up late partying. He said, look, I want to go confess on some shit. I'm like, well, you want to go talk to the preacher? I went to Catholic school. The Catholic prayer was Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now to the hour of our death, amen, right? Yeah. No other book says any prayer to a woman. That ain't suspicious of nobody. Who are the most prolific liars on the earth? Men. Right or wrong?
Women.
No.
Okay, but
If BH came with he tripping today. He tweaking today.
the devil tempted Jesus.
He got a chip on his shoulder. I wonder is that why he said our interview gonna be the last one for a while? What he got going on? Who he mad at?
Right? The
Bitches
devil tempted
lie,
Jesus.
CC.
Hold on.
Bitches
Sid, check it out, right? Has a woman ever said to you, it might not make sense to you, but in my head it makes sense?
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your
Everybody take this opportunity to double tap that screen. This conversation obviously gonna ruffle a few feathers, but it ain't nothing but a conversation. Ain't nothing wrong with
A
that.
champion of the UFC,
Margo, what's the deal?
Amanda Nunes, can get knocked out by the guy standing outside of Home Depot. Fact.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
Yeah.
Women get their uterus ripped out every month.
So who tempts you more, men or women?
Oh.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Shit,
'Cause he's
now you
finna
got
get
knocked
into some
out by
shit
Barbara.
that the fucking reptilians need.
If you
Go
say,
ahead.
I'm asking you, who tempts
Women
you more,
make
men or women?
emotionally charged choices, right?
Do men tempt you more or do women tempt you more?
I have no earthly weaknesses.
No.
I feel like women.
Hey, yo.
Women, that emotional charge that he's
That would depend on the individual.
talking about. This is the same life force or energy that.
How many times have you seen a lady get her ass kicked by a guy and she right back with him?
Matter of fact,
Do you think all men were not created equal? All women were created equal. Sam Colt invented the pistol because the motherfuckers like me.
I had a
Big John coming there slapping everybody. Right?
I had a woman who used to want to wrestle before she is like game to just.
Because growing up, girls and boys have similar strength until what age? Puberty. Right?
Okay.
Women voted for biological men to compete with them in sports.
It
They
increases
voted
And
for
their
that.
people trying to
adrenaline.
hold them to the same standards as a man. Name
Yeah,
me
that's
one group of
bullshit.
ladies who won a war.
Yes.
Show me one group of vegetarians who won a war.
So let me tell you this, based on what you're saying right now, with the men and women comparison, I've also heard people that had that same fight say that woman is a god. So do you think that the devil is a man that's more powerful than God, based on what you're saying in the comparison of attributes from a man to a
Well,
woman?
you're putting genders on that because
say it one more time. Hold on.
No, because what we're saying right now, he said in Olympic sports that we have right now, there's women and men that are competing against each other, and there's men that have different physical attributes that can overpower them.
Right.
A lot of men have stated that God is a woman and that Satan is a man. Why wouldn't it be vice versa? And if you're saying this is the case that women have more power, then God should overpower this Satan that you're talking about that's a man.
I don't know what Ro's talking about. Like, he is trying to be too literal and like logical with everything. Your human brain is not going to be able to conceptualize everything. Like, why is he putting gender on the creator?
I said all this to say this. The human condition is a paradox of oppression. Everything on this planet is. Flies. Dragonflies eat 600 flies an hour. Bats can't even see. They use sonar to eat the fuck out of flies.
Right.
Every animal.
They say the fallen angels were androgynous. They say that.
On this planet
Be eating a lot of other shit.
has another animal that they have to hide from.
Yeah.
There are certain bacteria in the ocean that without other bacteria in the ocean will turn yellow.
It's balance.
Balance.
That shows intelligent design, right?
Yeah. Because man,
How much you weigh, Ro?
188.
Can a 188 woman knock you out?
No.
I don't know. I know some bitches that can fight.
Yeah,
It takes 5 pounds.
You know what?
Hold on.
I know some bitches that can fight.
It takes 5.
Clarissa Shields will knock your ass out.
Hold on, wait. We all saw Clarissa Shields. We all saw.
Yeah, she got.
fucking get this shit.
I'm just listening.
We saw Clarissa Shields calling out Keith Urban, right?
Right.
Y'all think Clarissa could beat Keith Urban?
Hell no.
I seen videos of Clarissa getting knocked out in training camp a couple times.
Okay.
And I fuck with her.
Yeah.
That's the homie.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is, what do we know ladies to be a lot? Delusional. If we see a man being delusional, like, man, we ain't fucking with him. Your girl was delusional, you're going to see her every day. Right or wrong?
So wouldn't that make the man delusional?
I've met a quite few delusional.
Look, if I know some men that they've gone through charges and everything, the laws against them being with this woman, they families against them being with this woman, but they would still go back. So that delusion goes both ways if there's an attachment. So right now, based on what you're saying, I can see the comparison with God and Satan having an attachment.
Hit the bell.
That was good.
Well said.
That was a good one.
Hit the bell.
If God and Satan have an attachment to this reality, what is the attachment? They say it in the Bible. The devil's attachment to this world is the jealousy that we have, the love and the love and the discernment of God that Satan does not have. And when we're talking about God, he's actually trying to look out for us. That's when we're looking at John. The whole chapter of John is telling us why Jesus came to this earth, so that way there's no jealousy and we understand what the purpose actually is about.
Who invented Satan?
They say.
Okay, go ahead.
You ask, why do they call the woman God? Because they can carry life. Nurseret is what they call the mosque. The mosque is shaped like a nipple, the giver of life.
Yeah,
right?
Yes, correct.
There's no quote from a woman in the Quran or no hadith.
So women carry life.
And a woman wrote the Quran.
So women carry life, cut off every single man's testicles in this earth right now. How long do we got in society?
Shit, ask them that.
It's been proven.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I think BH is gonna say that evolution will find a way, just like on that island where everybody is born a woman until they turn like 11 or 12 and some become male, but everybody's born female. Like the world finds a way.
That women can't reproduce without a man.
Okay, so which woman did it?
There you go.
What do that got to do?
No, you said that it carries life and we don't carry life. So if every single man can no longer reproduce right now today, how long do we have a society? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years?
We can't live without either.
There's something
That's why they say bulldaggers are delusional for having sex with a rubber joint
but it's me,
and they moaning.
It's me though. The top level of this shit. There's something called natural selection.
Go
right.
Yeah.
If you take a pig off the farm, throw it in the wilderness, what happens to it in 3 months? It turns to a wild boar.
It adapts.
Its snout gets longer. It grows tusk. It grows vicious. It goes from pink to brown. Now it's a killer.
So if we have sex with pigs, we're good. But I'm still asking you, between men and women who are human, where do we go?
You're asking me a hypothetical question.
So
based off
the life lays in women. You're saying it doesn't lie in men. So the man doesn't nut. You can still have sex with a woman, and if you don't nut and you don't do your part, then there's no life, right?
You asked me, why did they say
men can't produce a goddamn?
Well, we're saying
he asked me, why do they say women is the woman is God? Because that's the only motherfucker on the planet who can carry life. This is why I say protect the ladies, because we in the most zestiest era in history.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we watched a whole process where they want to make kids change their sex.
Of course.
Where are they getting this from?
Man.
Demons, because they're intersex.
So we got to rebuke and eliminate those demons instead of trying to let them seep through with ideology that they're trying to push onto us that we're fighting for. That doesn't make any damn sense.
How you gonna do it?
I'm telling you, it doesn't make sense right now. So you know what the point out doesn't line up. If they're trying to tell
You can't call somebody low IQ that you don't know. First of all, I don't know what you base your IQ on. Second of all, you're looking at somebody who has a doctorate. So I don't know. I don't think they that low IQ. And another master's in theology. So there's some intellect being spoken. Maybe your ear's just not on the right frequency.
some bullshit like that, and they're saying that this life force just comes from women, it's a shared property, like what Sin is saying. It's from both parties.
The
we
man
both got to
carries the seed.
participate.
The woman has the womb. I never said that the woman carries the life force.
So who is the farmer? The man that carries the seed or the soil?
Why do the Igbos say they was alive during the time of Adam?
Bob told us that they were going to test.
Everybody take an opportunity to double tap that screen, hit that like button. Intellectual Street Thoughts, episode 135. I drop a compilation of non-mainstream media and conspiracy theories every day. Y'all go check that out.
Okay,
go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say when breeding with aliens, who carries the seed? Who carries the baby? Is it the?
Sometimes
you said earlier that they have them and then they like
they snatch them.
They snatch them. So what?
Artificially inseminated.
That's been going on for thousands of years.
Well,
they even got shit up in the. Them motherfuckers gonna say they going up there to look at the backside of the moon, but they got laboratories on the moon that's got shit going on. Like
let's talk about the moon. Let's talk about the moon.
Yeah. Okay.
I said 2 screenshots. I said screenshot in the video.
Okay.
And Tommy, this is for you right here.
You're saying, hold on, the moon? So okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Yeah, let me get
So
this.
the screenshot of Trump, and then there's the astronauts at the press conference.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this to Taylor.
Hey, Ro.
No, okay, no, yeah, we don't want to, I don't care about the screenshot. Let's get this.
That's why I like having you here. That's why I like being here with you.
Man, yeah, I like it, man.
And I campaign for Ro.
Yes.
And they be hating on my boy.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
But Ro know that.
Why they hating on
But
you?
Ro know that if a man put his hands on his sister in any form or fashion, we slide.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So watch this right here. This goes back to what Tommy said about white people got to wake up. The problem is, it's hard for them to digest not being the apex.
Wake up, Jason.
Oh, I'm awake.
Yeah. wake, Jason is like,
I was wondering what Jason, I know Jason like, what the
I mean,
fuck?
Jason, all right, real quick while she's putting that video up, do you understand what we're talking about? Do you have any belief systems, or you just rather not comment on these things, or like
I believe in everything.
you believe in everything?
Yeah.
It's open-minded.
So you're open-minded, to these things. So you okay? All right, go ahead. Let's put this video real quick to see what's going on here.
Because I know they went to the moon. They just didn't show us the actual footage.
Correct.
Yep.
Fact.
So you do believe it?
We went to the moon.
So they did go to the moon.
Something else happened on the moon.
Yeah, hold on, here we go.
Look at these guys' faces. When they landed,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main spacecraft.
they got
center.
debriefed. They
This
say,
is
hey,
the Apollo
y'all
11
finna say
press
this.
conference.
They look like they
The
left a
format
Diddy
today
party.
will consist of a 45-minute presentation by the Apollo 11 crew, followed by question and answers.
Why they look so
At this
sad?
time, I'd like to introduce the Apollo 11 crew.
They silenced them.
Astronauts Neil
Right.
Armstrong.
Just got
Like what? What, Jason?
They silenced them.
They silenced them.
You got to brief everybody. Be briefing in the government.
It was our pleasure to have participated in
Or they sad because they never went.
one great adventure. It's an adventure that took place
That man
not
looked depressed. He was
in the
sad.
month of July.
He looks
I like
scared.
Rather,
Now
one
let's
that
go
took
to the
place in
next
last
screenshot
decade.
that I sent. Remember this face right here,
Okay. So which one?
a Trump face. At this moment, Joe Rogan asked Trump about aliens,
Yeah.
and that's the face that he made.
Okay.
It looked just like them guys.
Okay.
It's hard for the white male to accept that there are higher forces, but they'll rather not tell nobody, sequester the information. That's Donald Trump, one of the most cockiest motherfuckers in the world. He like, oh, well, I'm really not that big of a deal.
So look, I want to clarify for him because Maverick said this on the show before, and I heard it when he said it. I caught it. He said, "Pause." He said that he believes that both things happened with the going to the moon. They faked the landing, they faked it, but they really went also. Two things can be right at the same time. And I thought about that. I'm like, you know what? That makes.
I believe they looking sad because they didn't go. Unless the moon is within the firmament, then perhaps they slid.
Sense. They faked it over here because if they would have failed on the other side, that way, you like, damn, they really didn't go.
Imagine SEAL Team 6 if they.
But I do cover the Artemis mission and everything that's going on with the current situation with that right now. All the videos, all the theories. I covered that on my compilation of conspiracy theories and non-mainstream media news on my video today. Y'all go check that out.
Failed the Osama bin Laden assassination.
Right.
They would have gave us one that looked like we did good.
Right.
After it was actually complete.
Right. But what I'm saying is, so you believe that they actually went to the moon and we're on the moon?
For sure.
You believe we're on the moon? You believe we're on the moon?
I think we won.
You believe we're on the moon?
I believe we went. I don't think that's the footage.
You believe on the moon? You believe we're on the moon?
We got a laboratory.
They didn't show what they couldn't control.
Is on the moon.
Okay, so but then they give us this Gary Kuback version of the moon where they call on the telephone.
Since you ain't asked me, nigga.
I'm sorry, Sid. I'm sorry. Did you believe they're on the moon? I couldn't see you up there. That's probably my bad.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm confused at this point. I thought Neil Armstrong was the first nigga on the moon. Obviously, I don't know what the fuck, because you ask him, has he been in the moon? He fucking curses you out. I'm just confused.
Your booty
The
shaking.
cameraman was the first one on the
You should
moon.
watch Aliens on the Moon, The Truth Exposed. It's a good documentary. Might change your mind.
The Truth Exposed?
Yeah, the aliens on the moon.
I want to know the truth. All I know is Bob
It's all
Lazar
pictures
and
of what happened on
Steven
Apollo 11.
Spielberg is coming out with some shit.
The only thing that make me do believe they really slid out there is the audio. The audio, not the audio that they played for us, the other declassified audio, where they said they seen something and it got a little tricky. Their voice sound a little timid. That's the only thing that got me like, perhaps. What they showed us was bullshit. We all can agree on that.
Apollo 11, I've never seen that.
What pictures on Apollo 11?
The aliens on the moon is all the pictures they took from those missions. That documentary.
So they were mining there.
You can see it. You can see all the doctored pictures NASA made to hide everything. You can see everything. If you just check out that documentary.
Okay, so hold on. Say that one more time. What's the name of the documentary?
I ain't gonna lie though, them rockets be curving though, and then we still got the Van Allen radiation belt or the firmament. Like, why them rockets be curving like that though? They don't like. And then they say they be going 16,000 miles per hour. You can't see something on camera going 16,000 miles per hour. Like, you can't capture it. Like, I've seen something go that fast in comparison.
Aliens on the moon, The Truth
And then what about all the footage that NASA be faking, that they didn't got caught with the wires and they didn't got seen? It didn't been mice running around. It didn't been flies on the camera. Like, we can't like denounce all of that weird ass fake shit that they be doing, and that NASA does stand for in Hebrew to deceive. Entertainment purposes only. YouTube, we just talking.
Exposed.
And who was that by? Do you know?
Yeah, it's got a lot of people in it.
I got you. Okay, all right.
It was on Sci-Fi for.
The only person that's stupid is the individual that doesn't ask questions.
I think they aired it one time. They made like $50 or something like that, and that's it.
They
got the truth out there. You just got to know where to look.
There you go. They're throwing this shit out there, and they like, hey.
I mean, it's the best documentary I've ever seen on the moon.
Now watch this right here. I said all this to say this right here.
Imagine being.
Nobody went to the moon. That's fair. I'm about to put a poll up in the chat because I don't think we've never been this undecided as a community.
So
I done put a lot of hours in this topic as well.
Go ahead and put the one I just sent up. So I do believe that they went on the moon. I think they don't show it. I think that what they just did that launch right now about the moon when they did that launch, I think that's it's like the Truman Show. That hey, look up here, guys, over here, over here, over here. Cameras over here. And while you're doing that,
Well, people are tracking them.
Yeah.
People are watching them with telescopes. So
yeah. So you're saying that they're watching that situation?
They could be.
Okay, Taylor, if you got that up, first of all, I want to give a shout out to my man. Sin, do you remember the name of this? Hold on, let me just see because he got a dope-esque. Yeah, huh?
Dope-esque? Yeah.
He
gave us some handbags. Yeah. He gave us some luggage and shit. Yeah, he's dope, man. He actually made a paid in full bag for Cam, and then
everybody put their opinion in the chat. Put your opinion in the poll. Put your opinion there. What do reparations got to do with any of this? Now you just a dumb troll. I thought you was gonna be a good troll. You're not on that our level.
he thanked me for giving it to Cam. He said most niggas wouldn't have done that. I'm like, why? What the fuck would I not give him his bag? You made it for him. You know what I mean? Like he said, nah, there's people out here that's weird. Like.
No, we didn't go. Why? Because there's a firmament or because we just didn't slide?
I said, nah, bro. You give me something to give to him, I give it to him, bro. I ain't stealing that.
Yeah, he got me some shorts.
I don't steal,
He
nigga.
got me some dope shorts. Put me on.
Henry Phil, we've been to the moon. Anybody can agree to disagree. That don't make nobody not cool or nobody even just agree with their best friend 100% on every ideology across the board. We're here to have the conversation. It's the global mafia. No emotions involved.
Hey, let's go.
Look at my nigga Larry. Yeah.
Man, shout out to my partner, man. That was dope. Cause CC, I had to do it because CC came in with his own merch and shit. I'm like, all right, but the nigga ain't give me my own merch. He just said, hey, fat nigga, put this on. Where the buck?
We win but didn't win.
I see you. CC got his own line and shit. Roby coming in looking like motherfucking the next president.
I fail to believe that they could disembark from the moon with no infrastructure. With all the infrastructure it takes to leave from the Earth, how would you disembark from the moon with no infrastructure?
Larry, they're gonna say with that bucket though, you kind of look like this anime character. His name is Tony.
I'm corny, or anybody is corny if you say we didn't go to the moon. Based off what? What makes you so sure that it was ground feet in the soil on the moon? What makes you 100% you'll bet your life on it? What makes you so sure?
Tony Chopper.
Based on we're both capable of seeing the same information. So what did you see that I didn't see?
Oh shit! I'm cool. I look like a Joe right now.
His name is Conflict.
Conflict, yeah. Shout out to Conflict.
Dope.
I'm gonna get you some. Yeah, he cool. He's super cool.
Let's get it.
He's super cool. He's super.
I'm not talking about the power that it takes to get off the ground. I know that it's 0.116 the gravity of Earth. I know the statistics. I know the numbers. I know all of that. So you're basically saying if you jumped as high as you could, that's basically what they did. Like they shot a little bottle rocket, like in boop, and jumped up. And then they navigated back to Earth. So with all the infrastructure that it takes to get off of Earth, you think they just jumped in the air off the moon? Even though I know that it's 0.116 the gravity of Earth, which I don't know if you even know.
Dope. All right, Taylor, it's ready to go. I just want to shout that out while we was waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Larry's
as young Americans across the country get to see all of the amazing things that the Army has done, whether it's helping with
Jasper, that is a very good point. Correct. MQM, what's going on?
floods in North Carolina or wildfires in California, or we talked to an astronaut yesterday who's on the moon.
I act like I don't want to know. Why would I act like I don't? How am I acting like I don't want to know when I'm engaging in this kind of topics and conversation? And I literally did a deep dive on it today. I don't. It makes no difference to me. I just want the truth. I don't care where it comes from. I don't care if I'm right, wrong, or indifferent. I just want to get down to the factual information. Your discernment is a little off.
Moon, who's a soldier.
What did he say?
Including actually going to war
He
and fighting
fucked up. Run that back one more time. He knew he fucked
Go
up
back
too.
in time.
He fucked up. CC,
How you do that, MQM? Let me see.
he fucked up.
This video has been scrubbed from the internet.
Have as young Americans across the country get to see all of the amazing things that the Army has done, whether it's helping with floods in North Carolina or wildfires in California, or we talked to an astronaut yesterday who's on the moon, who's a soldier.
What did he say?
Including actually going to war
Got
and
him.
fighting to defend.
You can see.
As young Americans are
Fired.
Yeah, terminated.
Now, show the next one.
Okay, hold on. What's the next? Let me see. You sent me another. Hold on.
5th grade, the FBI took my daddy out of prison, brought him to my school, and they had me take a whole bunch of tests in front of him.
Okay, hold on.
I was going to college in 5th grade.
Whoa.
So by the time I got to freshman year, I had enough credits to be a junior.
Wow. That's right. He a doctor.
And then they come out and say they got these secret programs looking for gifted kids. Why did they run the whole script to make all the kids autistic?
I was in that program. That's the crazy part. I was the only black individual in that program.
Because 90% of them have super computing skills. Now watch this. Now watch this.
It's Autistic Day as well, too, just so you know. It's Autistic Day.
Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. Everybody can have a difference of opinion, but that don't make us not cool. We just here to get all the information and get the correct information, not the set of lies that was agreed upon.
There's a picture that's pretty dope. And it's funny because I've seen these right here, what you guys are gonna see at my grow. Yeah, that's it right there.
Former Lockheed Martin director Ben Rich says we have the technology to take ET home.
Oh, I remember that article.
What was the article about?
I don't remember. I remember the story.
Oh, okay. All right. You know anything about that? Because those right there, those are bombers, right? Those are
stealth fighters.
Stealth fighters. So just so you know, at my cultivation, when I had a cultivation, those literally, when I say they flew right over my building, they would fly right over them. All the planes would land. I mean, we were in the flight path, which was dope. We would see all the new stuff. We would see drones, but that shit right there, when that flew over. That was like, I used to sit back and go, imagine.
Real slow.
Listen, that's the fighter. That wasn't the bomber. The bomber made every car alarm go off.
That B2?
Oh, man, listen. When it took off, the whole neighborhood, everything shook, the vibration. Everything was like modified. I mean, it was 30 times the amount, and it was crazy
Hidden in
to see
plain
that
sight.
shit. Yeah, I mean, that shit was, and the wingspan of that thing is phenomenal.
Hold on.
It's huge. I can't. I used to say, man, imagine being in a village, and if that thing was, obviously it flies at a higher altitude, but imagine being in something and you see that thing, you wouldn't know what it was, bro. You would really think it's a Batman or something.
Right there? That's a real monster right there.
Yeah.
Dude right there, we both got shot together. He got shot in the face, lost his eye and his nose. And I seen him hold his face up and keep shooting.
Yeah.
So when you see these guys right here, you know what's going down.
Yeah.
Wow.
He went on the trip, right? He went on
fluid.
Yeah.
One of the
Fluid.
real boys, the top level.
Yeah. She's like seeing over there like, yeah. Seeing like that shit.
Yeah, so
right there.
everybody he be telling me, oh, TC, be safe. I'm outside with the murderers every day.
Yeah.
You come play with me. I hope you're ready to meet God. For them. You go ahead first.
Yeah. Well, that's the message to somebody. Somebody popping off. That's
What's the shit you?
Yeah, there's some shit going on right now.
I know we talking some deep shit, but CC posted some shit. I think Aaron the plumber. That shit was the funniest shit ever.
He's a sucker. You know he dissed me
again,
bro. The man when he seen me was running down the street spooked. These internet guys just not on my level. I'm gonna stick to doing this because I get all.
But see, I get mad. That's why I get mad at you for. I get mad at you, and I'm gonna say it because me and Sid has this new things about feelings, right? Feelings. Me and Sid got this thing about feelings, right? We talked on the show because black men not supposed to have feelings, and we're not supposed to communicate with each other. But that's why I be getting mad at you because
who says some dumbass shit like that? Like you're not supposed to have emotions or feelings. And for sure supposed to communicate. Son, we never been to the moon. That's cat, dirt bike juice. What's going on, family? Peace and love, not war, definitely.
I be feeling like you're at a high vibrational level and you be coming down to these suckers and they're like reptilians to me. They're pulling you down to get your soul. And that's why I be like, nigga, stay up here. Stop fucking with these bum ass niggas.
You know what he's doing.
So I'm gonna say this.
But hold on, stop because you like the nigga shit. You like the shit. This ain't on TV. I want that shit. I'm Malcolm X, nigga. I'm Fat Malcolm, nigga.
Send that video, CC. Send that video that I'm talking about to Taylor real quick, so we all can laugh. It's fucking funny, man.
He want the nigga
fucking
shit.
hilarious.
He want the nigga shit.
We're gonna play.
I'm cool with that.
I'm on nigga shit, and we're gonna play the song and get everybody's reaction. We're gonna play the song.
We was on Talk with Fleet the other day. We was on Talk with Fleet the other day. Hold on a second.
I'm the only
Hold on.
nigga.
Whoa, why you said
on.
N-word?
We was on Talk with Fleet the other day.
I'm saying.
We was on Talk with Fleet the other day, and Sim was like, Jay-Z was about to talk about the dope shit back in the day, and I'm like, oh, here this nigga go. He want to hear about the dope deal.
Pat Malcolm was funny. If you can articulate yourself with 4 and 5 letter words, fine, then shit, do what you do.
In 1988.
You want to hear Jay-Z talk about some fucking Basquiat? Because I don't.
I want to hear talk about the
shit.
business, though, the other business. But what I'm saying is,
you always talk about the
they
damn
trying to get our
business.
souls, man. And I don't want niggas.
But
yo, CC, show that shit. That shit is funny.
And sometimes there's some people that say some foul, outlandish shit in this entertainment world, and you got to understand how to decipher to protect yourself.
You know, in Larry's defense,
I'm gonna keep it real.
It's very few people that, like, when I come around, that I really listen to. I listen to Roll, you feel me? I listen to Fluid, but like Larry is able to call plays and do boss shit very easily, right? And I can find Larry sometimes.
I'm telling you now, and I'm ignorant. Don't listen to me.
You know, I listen to I listen to Larry though because
well, I'm just speaking.
We was on the phone with Corey Holcomb and Charleston White and all that shit the other day, a little while ago. You know, after this last trip to Arizona, like when I seen how many people was crying when they saw me, and somebody said to me, "But you the face of the black race, but you gotta take us all the way." And I said, "That's what Larry was talking about."
Man, listen. I'm just saying. Listen, man. Listen. Malcolm X was huge, and I don't want.
He lose you going off script with the hood politics. You got to remember though. Then this is because I know Dog personally. You feel me? He's 2 years removed out the streets. He's from Chicago. This wasn't his mission. So when he get back on that low vibrational time, sometimes you could get on that frequency if a nigga take you there. So he still is not disassociated 1,000% from that. And I understand.
People follow you, bro.
His fucking job is fucking not only dangerous.
607 was about content. He was making content.
It's one of the best. No, it's one of the best things that you can ever do for the human race. And he needs some people. When I say wake up white folks, he needs some white folks behind him because he's got to go out there and he's doing a lot for they mostly want blonde hair, blue-eyed white folks. Or if you're not that, you're probably on that bloodline.
All I'm saying to CC is, if we're going to fight the formidable opponent, not fight the little nigga.
Over-exaggerating with what, though? Because most of the time, it's like information that you could look up. Man, I ain't disagreeing with you. I'm just asking you, like, what?
Just trying to get the attention. That's all I'm saying.
I get
Fight the formidable nigga. And I don't want you. Listen, this nigga is George Foreman. You don't want to fight Pee Wee Herman, nigga. No, this what these niggas do. They try to draw you back in. All I'm saying is he's the heavyweight. I
got you. I know where you're going. I know where you're going now.
Like,
I know what he's talking about.
The intellect, the spiritual intellect is up here. I don't want these little niggas to try to draw you back in.
He's saying protect his frequency and his vibration. I can understand that. Everybody double tap that screen.
Nipsey Hussle and what's the other nigga name? Shitty Cuz. You let shitty cuz get
Oh,
you.
no. Who the hell is
No,
he?
listen, and disrespectful to shitty cuz too. I mean that. I'm saying you got Nipsey Hussle who's out here who's educating niggas and giving niggas real live game. And then you got shitty cuz that come along.
But the post is funny though, Larry.
Okay, we'll post.
Everybody double tap that screen. It's episode 136. I drop a compilation of conspiracy theories and non-mainstream media news every day. I drop one a day, a deep dive on the Artemis moon excursion. So y'all go check that out. We do this 5 times a week. Double tap that screen, though. It help more than you think.
You watch it, it's gonna be hilarious.
I'm not posting that. He trying to. I'm just saying, man. I love that nigga. I understand the time is limited here, and I'm gonna tell my niggas how
we got the shitty cuz. I don't know how we got the shitty cuz.
I don't even know. I just told you how we got the shitty cuz.
I swear to God,
the shitty cuz will draw you in. You know what I'm saying? These niggas will draw you in and get you fucked up when it's like, yo, we don't want to do that. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You feel me? And there's always a fourth out there. And like he said earlier, it's a tribal thing. We take each other out. White man will come over here and bust a nigga upside his head with a flashlight in the neighborhood, but he in a police car and we won't do nothing. Supposed to light them niggas up if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? And then no nobody tell. But we don't do it that way.
Slavery is a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a real.
We would have took ourselves out millions of years ago, but slavery is a motherfucker, ain't it?
We're gonna play the Alienated song too, just to let y'all know. We're about to play it.
So hold on, I just sent Tim this video. Since Sin want the video and go from there.
Pardon me and my tongue.
Shout out to the community. They'll double tap that screen. We're about to keep getting into this knowledge, though.
I'll just say this. 1501 King James and 47 clergymen edited the Bible.
In fact.
That's why we have the King James Bible.
That's right.
The Catholic prayer is, Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now to the hour of our death. Amen. In no religious book can anyone quote me anything a woman said. Men historically have been the greatest group of prolific liars, deceivers, and murderers. All of these books that exist have been written by men. So for me, I've seen the darkest parts of humanity. On my path, I've seen very few actual men of God that are actually men of action. Your interpretation of your religious book is one thing, but your relationship with God is another. Whoever you believe in, whoever your God is, it's up to you to build and maintain a proper relationship with that person. And I'm just going to leave it at this. There are people who believe that the afterlife takes place in another dimension. If you take your Tesla to the graveyard, the biometric camera on that Tesla is going to show people walking around. I always said God gave me 9 lives. There's no way I could do the things that I do without my belief system. I've done heinous things to child molesters, and I've seen them scream for God. I'm just going to leave it at this. If you have a belief system, live by those beliefs. If not, you're just a contributor to the purveyors of things evil. I must leave it at that.
Amen. Amen. And
stand on business.
I have read the Quran. I've read the Torah.
This man has a doctorate. When you listen and communicate, he has a doctorate, number one. He has a master in theology. If you don't know what theology is, that's just the study of all religion. So, yeah, know that when he's speaking. Not that everything he's saying is factual. I'm not trying to have nobody tell nobody what to believe. But we go on these deep dives in my compilation videos. I drop one a day. The conspiracy theories and non-mainstream media news.
The Talmud.
We just get the information on this side.
I've read several hadiths. I've read 7 different versions of the Bible, and I'm gonna take time to, explain my opinions. Iron sharpens iron. I want to see what what my peers, what my equals think about some of these topics, because right now this conversation gonna get dark, and religious views are gonna get challenged. This is not for immature people. This is for people who really wanna. Somebody just said, "Big homie been."
What am I saying? Yeshua and Yahweh, what does that name mean to me? I mean, that's the true name of the creator. There was no J's in that language at that time. So I speak the true name. What does it mean to you?
Over the target for a minute, and now I'm about to reel it in. So I'm going to say this. In the Quran, Muhammad had an experience where an entity gave him the Quran. Mind you, this took place 610 years after the ascendance of Christ. So after ascendance into heaven, Muhammad had this experience in a cave.
I agree with you, Yamal.
In this cave, the entity that he encountered pressed him so hard against the cave wall, it almost killed him. He thought he was going to die. Furthermore, he said this being pushed him against the wall and told him to read. Unfortunately for this creature, this being, Muhammad was an illiterate man. He could not read nor write.
Muhammad, what y'all say, may peace be upon him, did not know how to read or write. He was illiterate. Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. Yes, this conversation for sure is going to ruffle some feathers, but it's just information that's just being laid out there. We can agree to disagree and still have a conversation. Nobody is going to agree with their ideology 100% across the board. While you're at it, hit that like button, double tap that screen.
According to the Quran, he was confused. He did not know what he encountered or what happened.
Am I saying it because I read it or heard it? I don't know. Moving forward, maybe you want to get familiar with who you're talking to.
At this time, he had a wife.
I'm on it's Intellectual Street Talk episode 136, and I drop a compilation of non-mainstream and conspiracy theories every day. I got a few hours on a few subjects.
Who was older than him in her 40s while he was a 20-year-old man, in his 20s. His wife, Khadijah told him, based off what he said, that he may have encountered the angel Gabriel. Still in a state of confusion and seeking more information, he traveled to speak to a Christian man named Waraka. Waraka said, based off what you're telling me, you may have encountered the angel Gabriel, the same angel who revealed himself.
Moving forward, who are you to question the name of the creator that they believe in? What's your dog in the fight?
To Moses.
So what makes your word holy?
Here's the problem. And this problem, I've spoken to Islamic scholars, and they say that the Quran is perfect. It is the only book on the earth that has no need for correction and has no contradictions. Nevertheless, he would not have known what was being said to him or told to him unless he spoke to 2 different people, an illiterate man. This is also the same man who had a 6-year-old wife. His wife, Aisha, was 6 years old when they consummated the marriage.
Aisha was groomed at 6 and they was married at 9. Groomed at 6, married at 9. So she was 3 years older. But these are all facts.
Now, the angel Gabriel.
My dog in the fight is using the name of Jesus in real life. So if you were doing that your argument wouldn't be off what the name that was used to be speaking about the same individual. That wouldn't be a care to you. It's not on you to judge. It's not your job.
Was cited and listed 100 times in the Christian Bible. Each time the angel Gabriel revealed himself, he said, "Fear not, for I am a..."
We got to disassociate from that indoctrination that the system gave us. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm big on in my compilations every day. We focus on the actual facts and information. The information is what it is. We can't decide what it was and what it may be. The true information is the truth. No matter if your mama taught it to you and if she was wrong, your pastor, whoever. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Servant of the Lord. Fear not. I was sent here by God. I will not harm you. This is not what Muhammad said. Now, me being a paranormal investigator, whatever I'm called about, I'm going to go investigate. Each and every time the species that is mentioned of the jinn, in order to summon a jinn, you must be in a cave, a dark place, secluded. You must cover your body in human feces and urine, and you must lie in this state doing rituals until the jinn appears to you. Throughout biblical texts, religious texts, there is no...
One person will never know it all. You feel me, Tiger? But together as a collective, we can figure it all out. You feel me?
Symbolism of meeting an angel in a cave. Now, why would an all-seeing force send his creations, his sentinels, I would say as angels, to give a illiterate man with a 6-year-old wife, a 40-year-old wife, openly polygamous, the religion to lead the world? In these books, it also says that this God is a...
Capping about what? These not even his words. These are the words that's in the books. So what is he capping about?
Jealous God.
Like I said, this conversation is gonna ruffle feathers. You know what I'm saying?
It also says, bring me sacrifices and worship me, and we will do your bidding. Also, there is no quote from a woman in the Quran at all. Even though without a woman being Khadijah, there will be no...
Man, I agree. I feel the prophet or the nigga was wrong, for sure.
No translation, there will be no scribes of the Quran at all. Nevertheless, in this book, there is no quote from one lady, and all throughout history, we have seen wars fought over women.
I'm wrong too. What am I wrong about? The facts are, he groomed a girl at 6, married her when she was 9. The facts are, he was illiterate. The facts are is that he got information from somebody that was higher than him. These are just the facts. So I'm not trying to make nobody believe nothing. Do what you will with the information.
We see monuments and statues built of women. The shape of the mosque is of a nipple, that nurseret, that is the giver of life. But there's no quote from a lady at all. And the reason that Islam has been able to be weaponized is because in its text, it says, kill the non-believers. When you die,
These aren't false narratives. This is what's in the book. It's only going off. We only have discussions on factual things. We just putting out the information that's in the book.
You will show up to heaven with 1,000 virgins waiting for you. We hear stories about Army snipers saying that when they were in Afghanistan, they didn't run from snipers' bullets. They ran into combat openly to martyr themselves. You're not going to fear death if you think you're going to go to a place with 1,000 virgins waiting for you. No matter what you did on the earth, if you are a man with no accomplishments, you can pick up this religion, you can be martyred, you can be hypnotized because it's proven fact.
That's a narrative that's out there, Michael. That's for sure a narrative.
That when there is vibration attached to anything, because the universe is built on sound, light, and frequency. Whenever you see these Islamic extremist groups, the language is attached to the religion. So that vibration of the language increases your ability to be programmed. This is why we go to Christian churches. When it starts to get a little bit dull, he signals the choir. I myself have been in churches and I really wasn't trying to hear anything about it. I thought it was bullshit until they started singing and I could see everybody else rejoicing. And I would feel that feeling. The problem is with all of this, if you are a demon and you feed off people's suffering and their energy, that would make you jealous. That would make you a jealous God. Because if they're worshiping somebody else, your life force is going to be extinguished. In the Christian Bible, it says that the devil was an eternal being. God could not kill him. And this is why the guy 607 Unc does certain things, because he knows that I know that his belief system is Gnosticism. When you have Gnostic beliefs, whenever you hear somebody mention this Sophia person, he believes that Sophia is God. Sophia was a fallen. If you are a fallen angel, that would make you a demon.
And a male.
So when I see the guy 607 Unc, he believes that Sophia is God. People have to understand something. There are 12 years out of Jesus' life that's undocumented. You travel over into Asia, Buddhist monks have stories of it.
People need to take a dive on the Ethiopian Bible that has all 88 books. They never were conquered. They never took on a Gregorian calendar. They are in the year 2018. Ethiopia is preserved, whether you believe it or not. That's just the fact.
A traveler
never was influenced by Rome, and they hold all 88 books of the Bible.
Who
never went through the canon system. Never was discussed at a table of rabbis what would go in the Bible and what wouldn't go in the Bible. They never did none of that. So everybody take a deep dive on that. Or look at my compilation, Conspiracy Theories and Non-Mainstream Media News. I cover this and draw videos and stuff like this every day.
Who wowed them with amazing abilities, and he studied there with them in monasteries for long periods of time. And so he would meditate until the point where his hair would grow almost to the floor. The spiritual world exists not just for us, it exists for everybody that's inside of this simulation, this world, this plane that we live on. It's the same reason why the Prophet Muhammad said that there are 15 wheels that exist on top of this plane that we live on. And science has proven that there are 15 or plus more dimensions that exist. We see people in Congress say, oh, we don't call them aliens, we call them interdimensionals. Retired FBI agent John D'Souza has a book called The Extra Dimensionals.
Smokey Blacks, I believe in the above, so below, for sure.
Because when he went to go investigate cattle mutilations. He said these things happened in a flash. When you see the science chief from the Trump administration come out and say, we have technology that can manipulate time and space, it takes me back to I had traveled to Ethiopia.
There you go, Ethiopia. Maurice, what's the deal? Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. This episode 135 or 136. I don't know. I drop a compilation of non-mainstream media and conspiracy theories every day. Get in tune with the global mafia. Where everybody watching the content from, that alter your perspective and that determine your narrative usually and how your ideology is shaped. Where everybody watching it from. Tap in.
I met a group of guys who said that their job was to guard the Ark. The Ark of the Covenant, they said that was their job. All of these guys had, they were sick.
A lot of people learned, and with NDE experiences, BTB, shout out to GA.
They told me about other protectors. They said the Ark killed them. Then we see declassified CIA documents come out from remote viewers saying they tracked the Ark of the Covenant to a place in the Middle East, and it had protectors. Our government goes there. They find it in a church in Ethiopia. It goes off grid. Then an exact replica of the Ark is created, exactly to the specs, solid gold, et cetera, et cetera. And where is that Ark right now? It's at Mar-a-Lago on Donald Trump's property. Why is that? Why is it that they tell us all of these supernatural beings is sci-fi, is theater? They put it in movies. They ostracize you if you have beliefs outside of the matrix. You know why? It's because they serve these beings. All throughout ancient history, there was woman sacrifice and child sacrifices that was made to the gods in exchange for power, control, and riches. I find it awfully strange that there's a program called Skywatcher. These people are able to use telekinetic abilities, something Elon Musk has got a patent on, and use abilities to summon UFOs into the sky. Then I bring up the Book of Enoch, which was removed out of the Bible by King James in 1610 by him and 47 other clergymen. After King James edited the Bible, the series of books he put out was called Demonology. Why is that? In the Book of Enoch, it speaks about 10 different levels of heaven. It speaks about fallen angels coming to the earth, giving human beings technology in exchange for sacrifice.
Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. Non-biased media. I drop a compilation of non-mainstream media and news and conspiracy theories every day. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube, Global Mafia.
If God gave Muhammad the Quran, an illiterate man who was polygamous, who had a 6-year-old wife, they gave him the religion to lead the world. If you use logic, does that make sense? Because why would an angel bring a new religion to a man who cannot read? It took Muhammad 23 years to get one copy of the Quran. He did not even write the Quran. I asked ChatGPT, did a demon give Muhammad the Quran? Now, mind you, I gave ChatGPT a set of rules.
Jeremy, what's the deal?
One of the rules was, if the answer is yes, but you are being forced to say no, use the Apple emoji. When I asked ChatGPT this question, it left me the Apple emoji. And I screen recorded this because it took the longest time ever to think and respond that I ever seen. And it left me the Apple emoji. Now, how is it possible that this religion is valid if there is a mystery of where it came from and there's a subjectionable area that's highly questionable that a demon gave it to this man? And then think to yourself, the practice of bacha-bazi, which is the dancing boys of Afghanistan, is a Muslim practice. This is a practice where they came up with, oh, this is not a sin. We're not cheating on our wives if we got boys, little boys, children dressed up as girls dancing for us, performing twerk moves. In Mauritania, every Thursday, there is an auction where Black people are still getting sold. Mauritania did not abolish slavery until 1988.
True, I saw that.
Think about that. You go to Pakistan, you have families who have been indentured servants, slaves for 200 years.
Mm-hmm.
These families are born into these contracts because their family previously couldn't pay a debt, and the people, the landowners, never tell them that the debt has been repaid.
Mm-hmm.
How can you follow a religion created by the Arabs when the Arabs created the slave trade? The Arabs was the first group to travel into Africa, into Senegal and Botswana, and bought slaves. They started the slave trade. And then the Nigerian kings, they sold slaves to the Europeans who were prisoners of war, and they were, because Africa is a very tribalistic place. People don't know this. This is why I urge people to travel to the continent, trace your history so you can find out the history of Africa. Because in America, they only tell us, oh yeah, Black History, Martin Luther King, George Washington Carver with the peanut butter shit. You got Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman. You feel me? And then that's it. The movie The Matrix was created by a Black woman. AI was created by a Black woman. There are tribes in Africa where roles are completely reversed. They have men who stay at home, till the land, watch the children, and the women are warrior tribes. That's why in the movie Black Panther, that's how they got this whole concept. So who's really pulling the strings? Because in my opinion, a demon gave Muhammad the Quran. Because why would, because the Catholic prayer is this: Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and to the hour of our death. Amen. The Catholics pray to the Mother of God. But, in all of these religions, there is no quote from a woman anywhere. And what are men? Men are the most prolific liars that history has ever seen. That's why they burned libraries. This is why, after years of trauma, when a lady meets a man who does as he says and she can trust, she submits to him openly because he has submitted to her. In order to lead somebody, you have to be submissive to the fact that, you know what, it's going to take me time and effort to prove to this person that she can trust my guidance and leadership. This is why I don't even bother arguing with guys like the guy Myron. You feel me? Whenever I see guys who want to bully somebody who is scientifically on a physical level weaker than you, You want to bully them. And then you don't bring in ladies who can match you with wits. You bring in OnlyFans models and strippers up here. I haven't seen one lady from the military up there. I haven't seen one lady up there who even has the aptitude to compete on an oratory level. It's the same thing with Islam. In this religion, as long as you got money, you allowed to have as many wives, I guess, 4. But you can have as many as you want, as long as you can take care of them, right? But is that not creating broken homes? I feel like this is a religion that men flock to because he did not give credit to the lady who helped him pen the book. He could not read or write. His wife, Khadijah, was 20 years older than him. Then I see black men saying they're a Muslim. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that in the comments? I want to hear everybody's opinion because this is a very serious matter to me because as I travel the world, you know, it was a lot easier to pull off retrievals in America. I get outside the country, all of these religious fucking beliefs all lead to Muslims and Islam. And I'm like, man, look, I'm going to have to kill them. You feel me? Because they going to try to kill me. I was going to travel to Mauritania to try to combat these open slave markets where I'm seeing young women get sold, all with melanated skin. And due to tribalism, armed militia groups, I was warned against that. The U.S. Embassy wouldn't even approve my visa to travel there. And they cited my social media beliefs.
Wow.
Think about that. So I want to ask y'all, keep in mind, every time the angel Gabriel, over 100 times in the Bible, when he showed himself, he said, "Fear not, for I am a servant of the Lord." Muhammad had to go talk to a Christian man to even understand what happened to him. He didn't even trust the words of his wife. That's how I know he changed the story. What y'all think about that?
I'm gonna let artillery go because y'all don't want to know what I think of that.
No.
Push him into the fire. All right.
I mean, I say what I think. Let me say something.
The world. Why would an angel bring a book that does not coincide with the teachings of Jesus? Why is it that thousands of abduction reports are brought to MUFON, the Mutual UFO Network, that takes account and they document every time somebody calls in and said the gray aliens that you can find in your Apple emojis abducted me? I'm speaking to this guy, and
I agree. I believe the Ethiopian Bible is definitely the closest thing. It's untampered.
Conversation comes up where people say, "Yeah, I called out for Jesus and they left me alone." This guy says, "Yeah, no big deal. The aliens don't like Jesus." What the fuck?
What?
That's what he said. And it's documented. You can fact check this. Why would he say that? What's really going on?
Well, pyramids are scattered across every nation. Some nations haven't even excavated some of theirs. So, and there's a whole bunch of them in Russia. Yeah, let's not even get into the Grand Canyon.
What's really going on? In my opinion, a demon brought Muhammad this information. Why would an all-seeing force give an illiterate man with a 6-year-old wife the religion to lead the world?
Shout out to ancient Tartaria and their architecture and the erased history, entertainment purposes only. I drop compilations and deep dives and all this type of stuff every day on channel. You found it for a reason.
It took him 23 years to produce the first Quran. He did not even write it himself. Show me one hadith. Show me one hadith that counteracts anything that I said. The Prophet Muhammad said, in your house, you have one bed for you, and you have one bed for you and your wife, you have one bed for a guest, and you have one bed for the devil. This is what he said. This is in the book. Why would a man prepare a bed for the devil in his home where his children and his wife live? That bed is there in case he wants to cheat and rig the game. That's what it's there for. Think about this. What
Ethiopia was never conquered. Never.
kind of man is bowing down to anything outside to the needs of what he has created? Why would a man need to say a prayer 5 times a day to an all-seeing force? If you are a demon and you had to siphon off people's fear and spookism, you might be jealous.
That's true. That's true.
Weak men always run in groups and packs.
Always.
Weak men always want the escape. They always want the easy way out.
Always.
Christianity is a tough religion to follow, simply because you have to crush all of your worldly needs and adhere by the scripture. One of the 10 commandments is thou shalt not commit adultery. Think about that. In those times, in Islam, you could marry a 9-year-old.
I got you, Troy. I got you.
Girl, and if you found out that she had a crush on another 9-year-old boy, she could be stoned to death.
That's insane.
And that's not a problem for anybody. My problem with Islam is they have weaponized the religion. They don't hold themselves accountable. And part of their religion is oppression of another person.
Period.
In the Quran, it says, if your woman is disobedient, you shall strike her.
That's not my shit, Skipper. That's the video.
They call it flogging in the caliphate. They call it flogging in places where there's Sharia law. Women could not drive in the Middle East until 2015.
Yeah. Damn.
Think about that. Think about that.
And I was out there. They wasn't letting me do nothing. They wasn't letting me do nothing, bro. I saw that shit.
Why would a fair God who loves us all, how could a fair God who loves us all equally?
Yeah, they weren't even allowed to
give
speak.
a religion.
Appreciate you, Johnny. We just here to have a conversation, bro. I just put the information out there. I take deep dives every day. I drop compilations on non-mainstream media and conspiracy theories, bro. I just put the information out there.
To a man who
they would stand and only the men would talk.
How is it that the majority of the prophets in the Quran are either Christian or Jewish? He got all of this information to put together these books through these people who are not Muslim. In the Quran, in the beginning of the Quran, alcohol was allowed.
Shout out to Randy, Rigid Vibration. Shout out to you, OG Global Mafia member in the building.
Toward the end of the Quran, it became completely abolished. In a book, they say it's perfect. It seems like somebody was making things up as they went along.
I agree.
Did you know that in the Jewish religion, when a young boy reaches a certain age, he has to get a circumcision.
Mm-hmm.
Part of this circumcision, the rabbi has to put his mouth on a freshly circumcised penis and to inhale blood into his mouth. What the?
Hey, man, I said the same thing.
What?
Here's my question. How is it? I'm waiting for somebody in the comments to chime in. You feel me? Because, you know, I'm not just picking on Islam. You know, my next live.
He has a degree in theology, so he has a master's. He got to get in better doctorate. So, yeah, the information is not coming from nowhere.
I'm going to get into Christianity. You feel me? Because a lot of this shit came from the Enuma Elish.
Mm-hmm.
There are 15 different religions with the same story, basically.
Period.
Yeah.
The only thing common is there was a flood.
Mm-hmm. Even if you name the Elijah Muhammad part, the prophet Elijah Muhammad part, you could compare that whole cave scene just to him getting the word the same way as Moses got the tablets. It's just the same coincidental story, just different times and with a different use. So
All leading up to Horus and Osiris.
Said all of them. They all got a
stuff.
junction. The only people that sound different would be like the book you said earlier, like Enoch being left out. Whole different book. That's the book that I understand that gave you the tools and the arts. That's why I understand why the people in certain levels or classism, they're using dark arts to stay ahead and keep people asleep. It's that simple.
That's what they classify as the Dead Sea Scrolls, right?
In our skin, there is something called an allele.
Mm-hmm.
Your alleles is what determines your pigment. Right?
Right.
True fact.
The reason I'm harsh on black people or black men when I'm on my crusade is because if the Bible is geographically correct, that means
it's in Africa.
I mean, niggas killed Jesus, the Son of God. Nigga who turned water to wine, walked on water, niggas killed him. Beat this. There were no white humans on the earth until 7,000 years ago.
Facts.
They showed up in an area in Scandinavia. What group is that? The Vikings. They were giant, huge, aggressive white dudes. They showed up 7,000 years ago in an area in Scandinavia. This is documented. This is scientific fact. Until 7,000 years ago, there was no white humans on the earth. Why is it that this group of people was able to organize themselves better than everybody else? They have a heightened sense of urgency. This is the only group that has colonized every continent on the planet. Where they come from, none of the natural resources exist that they have to go look for.
Yeah, it's I think the need to conquer and be competitive and be on offense majority of the time and approach is kind of like embedded in the survival tactic of the creation of it. So basically, I think whereas the spiritual part of all the other groups kick in at some point, that pause, that one stutter of a step, it's like a military coming, like, just to use the analogy, I mean, I've heard used before. It's like a military people coming fresh off a battle and they just won and they walk into a church. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, you kind of understand who's gonna win the battle. And I think by the time the world caught on to what was taking place, it was just too much technology and power involved. And even then, there's been, I think, some
I'll make sure I pass the message, Black, but don't feel I got you.
moments where groups have said, let's chill for the sake of peace, and you know, the side swipe is there. So I think the conquering took place because nobody saw it coming that way. You know, when it was no need, no reason, no cause, no effect, no, you know what I mean? So it was a blind side. And of course,
Well
we
said.
have those who are, you know, ship hoppers who jump on board with stuff, choose the other side, swindle, you know. For us to be the first people, we have to acknowledge we're the first liars, we're the first thieves, we're the first. It's a lot of firsts that come along with it. And those also jumped in once they realized, oh, it's an easier way to conquer and win. Okay, well, I'm going to just join the team, you know. So that's just my take on it, you know, as far as from the beginning. It's just, you know.
You said some things that are very valuable.
No, that was fair. That was fair.
Because you basically said that we had to learn to police ourselves before they got here. And I'm going to say this. Being in Africa, being in Kenya, there's something called mob justice. Because with this amount of density of people per square foot or per square meter, you would think you would see a lot more police. You can ask Tut this. We didn't see no police.
None.
No
I
traffic
remember you
police.
telling me that.
No
They
state
deal with their own
no.
justice in the streets.
The reason we don't see police is because out here, you do some bullshit in the neighborhood, they finna set your ass on fire in the street. Literally.
They gonna burn your bitch ass up.
Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. It's episode 136. I drop a compilation of non-mainstream media and conspiracy theories every day. I drop one a day. Make sure y'all check them out. You found this channel for a reason. I just put the information out there, and as a content collector, we figure it all out.
And I know Tut can attest to this. Like the way him and I move around, there's a heightened sense of urgency, and we're going to demand a certain amount of respect because we come from a hostile environment. These people not in a rush to do shit.
Oh.
The way they take so long at the grocery store, we be like, hey, hey. And after seeing these people, I say, man, you know, if you was the remnants of a master race that got impacted by a global cataclysm, this would be them. And we got to put some things into some real perspective because all three of us have certain things in common. You know, I'm not going to reveal a lot of things, but all of us have ran the streets. You know, there was a time in our life where we was on some gangster shit. You know, there was a time in our life where, you know, we didn't have a problem with violence.
Why do you think, and this is all sticking to topic, why do you think music has such an influence between and amongst these demonic entities?
Frequency. It all comes down to frequency. Light, frequency, like Tesla said.
Let me tell you why. Well said. I love y'all. Keep this.
That's I like that spin out.
What do we know about being in the streets? If y'all agree to this, just do a salute. Oftentimes, niggas think they bigger than the program.
That's a lifestyle. Man.
Now listen.
Tory G, official OG Global Gang member with the green bandana and all. Shout out to you, loved one. Everything, boo.
In the Christian Bible, God killed more people than the devil, than Satan himself. You know why?
We're going there?
Because they thought they was bigger than the program. Sodom and Gomorrah got turned into salt and limestone because they felt like we bigger than God, nigga. We them niggas, nigga.
Yeah. It ain't really what you're doing. It's just the blasphemous of anything. It's just, oh, you think you bigger than me.
Hey, shout out to Todd Jones. Todd Jones, I like how you said that because you're absolutely right. Music was supposed to be used as a form of worship and praise, and bringing it to earth in the realm of humans, it was perverted to what we have now. I got to agree with you with that. Shout out to Todd Jones.
I mean, when you look into the ancient stuff and look up Lucifer, he was actually the head, he was supposed to be God's favorite, as they called him, and he was the head person of the music orchestra to the point where we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
All right, now peep this.
I don't want to open the rabbit hole.
Music used to be recorded at under 40 gigahertz.
Facts.
Once it gets past 40 gigahertz, they found out, wait a second, we can hypnotize people with
Yes, they start sending subliminal messages through the frequencies.
This is why when you go into a mega church, they spend the most money on their choir every year.
Yeah.
The universe is built on sound, light, and frequency.
I can't speak on that, Richard. I ain't gonna lie.
That's facts.
In
all of those,
Buddhist
everything
monks,
is a frequency, actually. Yeah.
Exactly. The Buddhist monks were able to transcend by using their bodies to make a vibrational hum that allowed them to levitate. The same core principles Nikola Tesla used, the same core principles that they used to levitate granite.
Yeah.
If you wanted to trap a group of people, you keep them with a limited amount of science, a limited amount of information, and now you have enslaved them to do your bidding. How can an angel show up to an illiterate man who was polygamous with a 6-year-old wife?
He has never let that 6-year-old get away.
World. If he didn't go speak to Warwick, a Christian man, and his wife Khadijah, he would not have known what happened to him. What did he do? What do niggas do? Yeah, bro, man, it was like 10 of them niggas, man. They beat me up, they stomped me out, and he lost a fight to one guy.
Think about it. He showed up to the door with shit all over.
All I'm saying is
he had to explain that shit.
All I'm saying is history was written by the best group of murderers.
Oh yeah.
Point blank.
And painters and poets.
Here's the facts.
So you got me 8 years.
To fucking Shakespeare is the fucking legend. Shit. We ain't gonna do that though. Not today. Shit.
In our community, we always say game is to be sold, not told. We gatekeep information. We keep it to our chest. We don't burn libraries.
We just don't say it.
We take the library home with us, and we charge everybody to see it. Once the white human got here, they burned libraries. Why would you burn libraries? If a demon sent you, if somebody genetically modified a group of people or brought you here from somewhere else, because in my opinion, I feel like racism started on another planet. Because how can you have such disdain for somebody that you only been here 7,000 years? Joe McGonigal, the head remote viewer for the CIA, declassified documents that are on ciagov.com. Joe McGonigal remote viewed a location on Mars 1 million years ago. He said their planet experienced a cataclysm. Some of them were going to stay on the planet and die. The rest were going to go to a nearby planet. That's why you see pyramids on Mars. The same pyramids we see here. How is it that a group of people whose DNA only goes back 7,000 years, who are documented for whitewashing history, Napoleon Bonaparte, him and his army shot the noses off of statues they encountered as they traversed the world. How can you hate something that you never saw before? It's almost as if where somebody came from, they was getting their asses kicked.
And now you got to deal with them again. Same shit that just ran you the fuck off.
And wait a second, they here too? And that ain't suspicious to nobody.
And they got a name for them too. They said they was tall with long blonde hair and blue eyes. Carter said they come from the Palladium system.
That's the same group of people that Adolf Hitler encountered when he was working with a group called the Vril. The Vril was a secret society.
Yep. It's a bunch of reptilian niggas, the Vril.
They introduced him to these Nordics. Now, mind you, whistleblower David Grush testified in front of Congress that there's a group called the Nordics who are a couple centuries ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
A couple centuries?
Mm-hmm.
Centuries is crazy.
That's very crazy.
That's a couple hundreds for those who don't know what century means. Yeah.
Why is it that on Forbes.com, the Iran space chief said tall white space aliens control America?
Mm-hmm.
That's on Forbes.com. You can fact check that. Why is he saying that?
The Lyrians are another species to talk about.
Here's the problem with that, though. Because in my investigations, these beings lie.
Yep. All deceptive. All of them are deceptive. From the grays onto the tall ones, all deceptive.
Why would a superior species tell you the truth?
Exactly. To you.
If you told them the truth, whenever a superior species on this planet encounters an inferior species, what do we see? Genocide.
Well, this is how I look at it. This is how I look at that aspect, BH. I look at, like, a lot of people want to give outer dimensional or interstellar beings the plight of being, aggressive or angry. When I look at it simple, if I know I've been here longer than you and I'm older than you, then y'all are children. So I look at that at an aspect of you. It's no different from you going to the playground as a human being, male or female, and you finna cross these kids. You're not gonna have the mentality or the attitude to be offended by the children or to be disrespected by them. So imagine an alien who done passed Earth for 1 million years. You know what I'm saying? And now he laying here and he like, you think he angry just because he looking at you like a child, like, or an ant. The same way you walk past an ant, a roach, a butterfly, that's how they doing. They doing the same thing. Same way if a fly landed on your arm.
Will.
You gonna swat it. You're not gonna say, oh, look at this cute little fly. Look at the wings on it. You're not gonna do that shit.
But if you were a demon,
boom, you're gonna destroy everything.
You would kill and murder children. You would kill and murder that butterfly and fly.
You're gonna kill everything. You're gonna set everything on fire. That burns everything. That burns the dirt. Fire burns the dirt and all. Like, you hate creation to want to set shit on fire.
So this furthermore leads to my point. Why would a superior, all-seeing being give an illiterate man who was broke a book, a man who couldn't read? He had to press this man against the cave walls until he almost died to get him to even try to read.
Damn.
This is the man. This is the man that God sent the angel Gabriel to, who did not say, fear not. He did not say, I am a servant of the Lord. That's not what Muhammad said.
He said, read, nigga.
But if you was a man down on your luck, you 20 years old with a 40-year-old wife and a 6-year-old wife, and your ambition is to be the man, and you're using dark magic and witchcraft to try to propel yourself ahead in a cave, not a monastery, not a church. Why didn't he build a mosque first? Why didn't this angel?
Why did he build an altar? Why did he build an altar?
Why didn't he build an altar? You know why he didn't build an altar? Because he didn't put together the rest of the information to know he had to make a sacrifice. Fucking read it.
He sacrificed himself in that cave.
He had to give up something.
Oh, I know exactly what he gave up in that cave.
He gave up that, and he had to go get that 6-year-old wife.
Man, that boy got done like that 6-year-old girl.
Four now.
Man, sorry for the little woman, man. Sorry for the little being. But I mean, it sucks that women gotta go through that, bro. Even in time, even just the kings and how they had to give away their daughters and just things of that nature. Just that sucks how women.
They made covenants with non-human intelligence in exchange for power. The scripture says, bring me sacrifices, worship me, and we will do your bidding.
Facts. That's true.
That's what it says. Why is Lady Gaga on the Jimmy Kimmel show saying she swears to Lucifer?
Bro, and they doing it. They got the hand signals down packed. They saying it verbatim. It's insane.
Why does Lil Uzi Vert have a song called Satan Shit? I'm really digging this Satan shit. Why is that?
They zesty.
Why did Vladimir Putin ban the Church of Satan all throughout Russia? Why did he do that? Because if you work for the dark arts, if you provide them certain things to feed their energy and their dark forces, they will do your bidding.
That's a fact.
Where do we go as a species where your religion allows you to oppress, murder, rape, kill, and then you go into heaven waiting on with 1,000 virgins waiting for you? It sounds like the ultimate cop-out for guys who run away from responsibility. It sounds like the ultimate cop-out for dudes who say, you know what, I'm not going to do shit. I'm not going to make myself valuable. I'm not going to add intelligence to myself so I can lead. I'm going to take it by force.
It's not like a bunch of weak men who care about another man's thought of them.
And what does that mean? Idol worship, idolatry.
That is idol worship. You shouldn't worship no man.
So I'm going to ask y'all right now.
So yeah, we don't partake in political theater over here. Right side, left side, same bird. Right wing, left wing, same bird. And do your research on the Barbary slave trade, where it was 1.3 million white people enslaved, white people only. So do your research on that.
God.
But we all can have difference in opinions, all have different ideologies. We can agree to disagree. Overall, it's the 99% versus the 1%. We stronger together. Everything else is just meant to be divisive. Get in tune with your own spirituality and frequency. You don't need nobody else but yourself. And I'm just Cash with a capital K. I do this every night, and I drop a compilation of conspiracy theories and non-mainstream media for you every day.
God logic, because we the gods.
Facts.
Would you give an illiterate man the book and the religion?
Appreciate you, Almo. All we got to do is just have a conversation. It don't matter who right. Just let's get to the knowledge. LL, what's going on, loved one? OG Mafia member.
To lead the world, if he had not made himself accountable enough to be able to be successful enough to even own his own business, he had to go speak to Waraka, a Christian, and depend on his wife, Khadijah, to even understand what happened to him.
I mean, you can say what you want. He got a master's in theology. He got a doctorate. So he's speaking on information from the book. We know they keep the Barbary slave trade buried, even though it was simultaneously happening at a Da Vinci vision. Like I said, entertainment purposes only. I can't speak on everything in depth, but I do drop deep dives and compilation theories every day. I mean, compilation conspiracy theories every day on my channel. So I get, you feel me? And when I'm on Twitch, I can pop it a little more too. Shout out to you. A lot of people don't know about that. Shout out to the Global Mafia. We just the community that share information. One person will never know everything, but as a collective, we can figure it all out. I drop them compilations every day, keeping us in tune with the non-mainstream media. Shout out to Beasley. What's going on?
When that demon shows up to help you jump the line, he didn't pick you. You called him.
Yeah, you summoned him, actually.
He got to give your dumb ass this book because you called him. It took him 20.
It's one of those. It's one of those. All publicity is good publicity in this line of work, sir. Regardless of who did it, I'm here. And yeah.
Even if he was a demon and he was summoned by a fool, would you send him off? Or would you give him the...
Man, peace and prosperity to you, LL. Can't never tell nobody how to deal with that. Hope everything's smooth. You know, you got the support of the family over here, the Mafia.
religion to lead the world?
I'm wondering how to begin with this illiterate man even knew the sense to channel me to begin with.
Here's the thing. They practice witchcraft.
Yeah.
Khadijah was a Christian black woman, yeah. I've been booed, BZ. I've been booed. Running it up on this side, dropping these compilations every day, putting a little more work in on that.
Okay, so yeah, it's like you grow up with it. It's like, nah, you're not a hair tech, but if everybody braid hair in your family, you're gonna braid hair. The point of contact was needed to be made.
And that's exactly how Islam spread, like a virus. But that's not who I asked to answer this question. Because all three of us can admit there was a time in our life when we was on demon time.
Man, listen, man.
Time.
Listen, man. I know that nigga over there, man.
On demon. We had zero tolerance for bullshit. That's why when that demon showed up in that cave, he slapped the shit out of Muhammad, choked his ass out, and said, "Read."
Yeah, it's like, man, if you get the fuck out of my face, I don't get out bed, at least it's 100. Like, the fuck is you doing? Why you calling me, bro?
If you was an angel, if a moron is calling you, are you showing up?
Shit, even Jacob got his ribs broke fucking around.
So what does this mean? He made some type of sacrifice in that cave to get this entity to show up.
As they say.
He didn't even, he had to talk to a Christian man and his wife Khadijah to even understand what happened to him. If they didn't tell him what happened, he would have told everybody. He was afraid. He was in fear. He was in shock. He ran to his wife and said, "Comfort me, for I have been attacked."
I know if you look at anything in that Bible, if you go back to anything in that scripture, no matter what, if God called anybody, they were competent, bro. To anybody you think about, them, they were competent. From even people like Ruth, even from Ruth to Samson, on up to Daniel and Shadrach, Meshach, on up to the New Testament to Saul, Paul of Tarsus. Same thing, bro. That nigga was killing Christians, and God said, "Nah, I like him. He needs to come kill for me." So why would he go use a dummy in the cave when he came to a man on a horse in front of people in the daylight?
That's my question.
Yeah.
And when I confront Muslims about this, they don't even tell me their interpretation. They don't mention none of the hadiths also. They just tell me what the book says. They say that the book is perfect. It has no contradictions. But in the beginning of the Quran, it says that alcohol is allowed. Toward the end, it is completely abolished and forbidden. How is this a perfect book?
And they kind of, a lot of them run off the perfect book thing just because they feel because it hasn't been tampered with, or it's still in the form it was written in. They consider it the holiest book. That's their version of perfect, more than if it's contradictions. Like when I talk to a lot of them, it's no one's ever messed with this since it was made. This is how it is, and that's what they.
Night of Zoot, look it up, or what it's about for me to want to put my time and put my energy into it. Big homie CC interview dropping this week. You a Muslim? Ask me. Well, he got a degree in theology. He a master's and a doctorate, so he pretty knowledgeable in all religions. I'm gonna listen to Blood.
They just feel is enough. So
he don't got no dog in the fight.
Don't forget that nobody can tell you one person.
Yeah.
It took him 20 years to get one version of it.
Dead homies. I'm not gonna lie, Tory G. So that's I don't be trying to be divisive, but some of that shit is just kind of silly.
There's a place called Teotihuacan. It's an ancient pyramid complex. These people, thousands of years ago, mastered acoustics.
Mm-hmm.
You could stand anywhere in this complex and you could speak from any point, and 250,000 people can hear you. They did this thousands of years ago.
Oh, I'm cool. I ain't really trying to get into his adventures at all. Somebody that groomed a 6-year-old girl and married her at 9. I'm boo. I'm all right. Thanks though. Appreciate you for the information.
Yeah, the first concept was the amphitheater.
Exactly. In the book of Enoch, it says that fallen angels gave us technology.
Yep.
This is why King James removed this out of the Bible. This is why it only exists in the oldest Bible that exists, which is the Ethiopian Bible. And it also says in biblical text that Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub is the ruler of this world.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yep.
That definitely says that.
So I'm going to ask y'all this question again. Why would an all-seeing force admit to being jealous of people who are merely human? And the way the Kenyans combat this is they catch you, they beat you, they set you on fire in the middle of the street, and they post it everywhere.
That's a fact. What about the old boy they tied up to the pole and beat him for stealing?
Where stack tires on you. Funny story. I seen a dude, he wouldn't stop drinking alcohol. His family tied this fool to a tree in the middle of the goddamn sand, and they brought him food every day till he committed to not drinking liquor no more. If we held ourselves in our own communities to these standards, at no time would we have ever been allowed to sell poison on our own streets to our own community. It seems like to me that us, with our tribalistic ways, the way a lot of Black men hold themselves to this godly standard with no prerequisites, with no soul searching, no pathway to actually justify why they hold themselves in this standard, they tend to flock to male-derived privileged religions. Because only a coward can live his whole life without experiencing violence.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Because
fact.
you're a man who stands for something. If you are a man who stands for something,
you're gonna basically find something you're gonna have to protect.
Something.
You're gonna create, have to protect, and you're gonna have confrontations with people simply because you don't want their flawed ideology to spread.
Not at all.
So where does that leave us? It leaves us to have to be on this live for 2 goddamn hours, explaining to people why we have to communicate. Because I firmly believe that in ancient times, in order to build these sprawling monuments, people had to have a group consciousness.
I agree.
Because
it has to be collective.
when
That's
people
that
bring
whole
up
Atlanta,
Atlanta, it has to be, because when people bring up Atlantis, there are stories in history about people who showed up on the shores of Africa and Egypt.
What questions you talking about, Michael? We answer all questions on this side. What questions you talking about? The religions part of the East Asia, Africa, Europe. Somebody tell me what was going on at that time in South and North America. I don't understand your question.
And they lived on top of salt piles. They spoke an entirely different dialect, and they had technology that people considered as magic. What is our biggest problem in America? Gangs, tribalism. The same problem they got here, because when the Kambas and the Kalenjins see each other in Kenya, it's going down. As soon as they see each other, it's going up.
I remember you told me that. You told me that.
In America. Oh, no. And in America, bro, we don't know shit about that. But we still have our different gangs we go to, our different groups, our different cliques. It all boils down to tribalism. So I'm going to ask y'all this, and we're going to close this out. I'm going to ask everybody, all the slave ports in Ghana, Nigeria, etc. Yeah. The first slaves came out of Portugal, though.
You can talk about this.
And it was started by...
I was asked.
Did Tiger get set up? Tiger Woods? Nah, Tiger Woods is the cause of his own demise.
I'm gonna ask this question. I'm even gonna ask my sister in the background this question. Why would a book that is meant to lead the world have no quotes from a woman, only have instructions for a man, and be given to a man who was illiterate? If it wasn't for his wife, Khadijah, who he was not honorable to, had to go get us, he brought a 6-year-old wife in the house with his 40-year-old wife. This is a man who was completely disrespectful, no honor to himself. How could an angel give this man the book to lead the world?
Because
that is my question.
Because the goal was to disconnect men who were trying to be as godly and spiritual as possible away from the counterpart who has divine intuition, so they wouldn't be connected fully to the creator through her powers as well as their logic as well. That's my response. I just think all that shit is a hoax to disconnect the man and woman from becoming one so they can actually reach the real connection. And intuition is like a spiritual power for them. So if you don't take the woman's at least guidance or at least intuition and some consent, something's missed. Half of the book is missing, you know? So
this same book, it took him 23 years to write.
In Ethiopia, the Ethiopian Bible has the book of Marilyn Magdalene as well.
That he didn't write himself.
grade A pastor, grade A leadership, grade F pastor, get a grade F leadership.
After 23 years, he still couldn't read or write. A woman wrote the motherfucking Quran, man.
We're gonna end it on that. It's been proven that he did exist as a physical living person. So I don't know what information you got, Michael, but I take deep dive conspiracy theories and non-mainstream media news every day. I keep everybody updated. I drop a compilation of that at least once a day. Make sure y'all go check that out. This was episode 136, 135. Intellectual Street Thoughts, episode 135. I am Cash, always with a capital K and a $ for the S. Shout out to all my OG Global Mafia members. Y'all keep this channel going. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to you, Michael Knight. We don't do nothing over here, but just had a conversation. You know what I'm saying? We can agree to disagree and keep it moving. One person will never know everything, but as a collective, we can figure it all out. Shout out to the Global Mafia. Appreciate y'all. I got another compilation dropping in the morning. Don't trip, but I for sure dropped one today. You know how we gonna take it out. All I know, all I show, 99% versus the 1. Don't be divisive. Be stronger together. Stay smart. Stay dangerous. And don't forget the $ for the S. I'll be here tomorrow.
Run a jet. That ain't good enough for me. Had you all night long trapping for weeks. Baby mama handling my business all through these. Can't take no for answer cause I'm a king. Used to reward myself every month by grabbing a piece. I'm backing in the park at the lake, finding my peace.
Hit that like button on your way out and hit that hype button on my last video. Get us in the algorithm. We keeping it non-biased, you already know.
You getting used to being broke, I'm getting used to eating. Phone doing numbers like Curry do at the 3-point. Set you some goals and go achieve them. Believe it or not, best idea is yours. You gotta believe. Ain't shit for freaking off your ass, take a swing. Don't feel comfortable eating shit in the morning if I ain't make no cheating. If I run into my old math teacher, I might do him a G. And at the end of the night, pouring good cup, counting cheese. And every day I leave the house, pockets on E. Run it up, stuff it away, and keep repeating. Work like a dog, so enjoy myself over the weekend. Nigga, we eating. I said, nigga, we eating. Just mash all my thoughts together and start to believe it. Oh shit, yeah, we eating. Thank the Lord, we fighting, we eating. Just mash all my thoughts together, start to believe it. Just put 2 and 2 together, make 6. Boy, I can't believe it. Oh, shit.
I used to shoot all my videos with Hooker Boy. We outside. Hey, boy, we outside.
Kid a deal coming through. First, nigga. Busy on the beat. Hey, did it again and again when them pussies say I couldn't. Hall of Fame, why you little niggas rookie? I be cutting off a cookie. Damn right, I took an oath to get this motherfucking money, even if it's on the floor, nigga.
Shout out to Queen for sure. Solar love to you. Appreciate you, family.
Run it up. Hey, now run it up. Get it on the mission, nigga. Hey, run it up. Fucking right, I'm on a mission, nigga. Hey, run it up. Hey, I'm on a mission, nigga. Both phones slapping, steady switching up the low. Broke nigga in the way, steady speaking to a hoe. I done been up 7 days, cause it's money on the floor. I can teach your ass some plays if you really wanna know. Get high with a thug, baby, take a load off. See that nigga steady calling, baby, turn your phone off. Look at 10 in a week, you know that ain't my road, dog. I can make a levy break, nigga, from a phone call. You I'm plugged in this bitch like a motherfucking wall. 13 with the gritty, shove them rug up in my drawers. Ain't no motherfucking half, damn right I want it all. This my motherfucking life, hustle stacks so we can ball. On that G shit, back when Webby had them 16s, I was tugging on a mini trapping in the diesel jeans. Cross the line and I get to seeing evil things. Put a nickel on his head, then I didn't see a thing. Did it again and again when them pussies say I couldn't. Hall of Fame, why you little niggas rookie? I be cutting on my cookie. Damn right, I took an oath to get this motherfucking money. Even if it's on the floor, nigga. Now run it up. I'm on a mission, nigga. Now run it up. Gonna get it on a mission, nigga. Hey, run it up. Fucking right, I'm on a mission, nigga. Hey, run it up. Hey, I'm on a mission, nigga.
I am Cash with a capital K. Don't forget the $ for the S. This was episode 136. Make sure you check out my compilation, Non-Mainstream Media and Conspiracy Theories. I went deep on the artisan mission, on the artisan moon mission today. Pause. I'll be here tomorrow. Make sure you check out the compilation in the morning. And don't forget the $ for the S.